welcome to part 4 of the nuts and bolts of RTO. Today I'm going to tell you how we put the shows together. Basically they're all the same. You get the one-hit wonders, classic albums and album reviews of new albums. So let's start with the classic albums. Now what I've done, when I started I thought I'd do a classic album every week. All I did was Google 100 classic albums. And I basically looked at the list, printed it off, and every week I choose 5. Put them on a scrap bit of paper, write the album down, screw them up, put them in a pot, and whatever one I put out, I do. That is all it is. Except if something happens, like I say, okay, the other week I did Pet Shop Sounds. It was the year I was born. I thought, okay, do something from 1966. So I just put albums from 1966 and picked one out. Simple as that. There's no great detail. I do it all randomly. No one's ever actually asked me to review an album they want me to do on a classic album yet, so I'm sure someone will at one stage. So that's how that's done. And then I sit down, once I've chosen the album, I'll sit down, listen to it, make a few notes. If it's an album that I've actually got and I play a lot, it's easy. But when I did, let's see, one that I've done that I didn't have. I can't think of one. I think I don't think I've actually got one. One of the albums I've done that I haven't got. No, Parallel Lines I haven't got. I did have it when it came out, but at the time I couldn't find it, but now I have, because obviously I'm in the middle of a move. So I did find it. So I hadn't listened to it for a long time. So what I do, I sit down, listen to it, make notes of the tracks, listen to it a couple of times. One time I'll just put it on while I'm doing stuff, and then I'll sit down and listen to it properly. And then I'll listen to it a third time under the headphones or on the iPod when I'm out or what have you. But I don't, or it'll get listened to first thing in the morning if I get up rather early and I want to do a little bit of work. I slip it on the headphones so no one I disturb any of my neighbours. So that's how that one's done. One Hit Wonders, that's just me trawling through Guinness Book of Hit Singles type thing and looking for these albums that only made one. I mean, I've got quite a lot, so I'm not struggled yet to find one, but I'm sure I will one day. But there are plenty out there for me to have a look at, and also that there are some soundtracks of films with stuff like we did the Still Crazy one. There's one or two that I want to do in that. Got them lined up. So that's how that one's done. And it's the same process basically, listening to it. I listen to it about 3 times, and then I sort of get a good idea of what I think. Because sometimes you can sit and listen to it and you get more confused. Okay, when it comes to a new album coming out, let's take The Quest. Yes, which was done not so long ago. Obviously I keep an eye on it when it's due out, and the beauty of it is it's on release date, it usually comes on Spotify. So first thing I do is quickly go, like when you buy anything, you quickly flick through the tracks, get your first impressions. Again, then I shall sit down and listen to it about 3 or 4 times over a course of a week or 2 weeks. It all depends what's going on. I mean, with that one, it came out on the 1st and I did the show on the 15th of October. So give me a week to listen to it, and then it goes on the show on the next Friday. In that week leading up to the show itself, I always listen to it at least once, just to get me mind in the album. That's about it, really. It's one of the easiest shows to do, but I enjoy doing that one. I do like reviewing new albums and new tracks. So that's why you get now and again a track, say like with Iron Maiden again, we hadn't heard anything in Yonk's first track comes out, you'll always get a first impression. I'm always on the lookout for what's coming out. Good little references. I've used this quite a lot. The record collector keeps me up to date. There's various friends of mine that keep me updated as well. I may be the face of RTO, but I have got 1 or 2 friends that are a little bit camera shy, and but they do some incredible work behind the scenes, checking stuff out, letting me know, coming up with ideas of music to do. I'm very grateful for them because I may be the front man of the channel and it was me that created it, but I do need some backroom staff to, as I say, to keep their eyes open, and there's sometimes things I may miss, so we don't miss anything. Everything covered. Okay, tomorrow is going to be part 5, and part 5 is going to be all about album artwork and why I wanted to do an album artwork show. So until then, ta-ta, bye for now.